in the game. It's in the game. It's the Packers and the Falcons, and it comes your way.
You want to get on this side so I can hear? We can hear you. I'll give you your green tea. We got a special edition game.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the
special
beautiful
edition
state-of-the-art
week 2
Mercedes-Benz
action.
Stadium here in
We're
Atlanta,
trying to roll
GA.
with the
Today,
Falcons
after
and
a
the Texans.
topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
In the league, that should be a lot of action. I played Bradley
Hello again,
this week.
everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this
Jay
Falcons team as they enter play.
Duncan Alliance.
They've been
He had a
bullied by
close
getting 2
game.
home games right at the start, and they come off a victory in week 1.
Yeah,
The way they played
he was
last week
up on
defensively,
them in
you
the
look
second
at the
quarter,
tape,
6
it looks
to
like they
nothing.
had extra guys on the field.
Yeah, I'm proud of
and
you,
they
J-Dub.
thoroughly
Good
shut
job
down
out
that
there.
offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one
Potentially.
after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test
Did we
here.
see how many
And
picks
what
he
a
threw?
battle for an organization to
something
look
to
at your
get a look at.
schedule and see 2 road
Good.
games to start the season
Congratulations.
and not have a letdown
Vikings beat the
immediately.
Eagles.
You got to
All
fight
right.
against that. You got to come out ready to play.
And he opts to not
That
bring
was
this
Hunter.
one out. The first
He went
drive will
through
start at the 25.
I think Hunter's going forward with
So
the
here
lead.
are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th
But I learned
NFL
this fucking
season.
release because that's your
Jordan
type
Love.
of
And he was
quarterback.
terrific in
He's
the
like, he's
opener,
only
threw 3
88 speed.
touchdown
How fast
passes,
is
and make no mistake
Lamar,
about it.
88? I was like,
He was eager to get
Lamar's a
right back
96.
out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as
Yeah.
this game goes on.
I mean, he can, but he's
Off
going
the
to give up a
play
lot if he
fake,
wants to
Love.
ever get him.
Finds
The
his
Packers
receiver,
coming out here
Watson.
passing.
And he'll be out of bounds across the
Christian
30-yard
Watson.
line. So the
Chicago's one
completion
there.
good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, great.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first
This will be a
down
tough
as he's
game
got
for
this
you.
up to the
Didn't the Packers
40-yard
come in here
line.
in real life and beat them?
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a
Falcons have
tackle.
been playing
He's able
tough
to lower
in real
center of
life.
gravity and churn his legs for a
Arizona
really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
49ers 0-1, so it's fucking the Rams 0-1. Had a close game last week.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's
Led the
2nd
league
down.
in passing yards.
You
last
talk
week.
about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the
Give me a look
results
at
are
this.
pretty good so far.
The
key
discord.
is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs.
Oh!
Tries to force it in.
Caden, that was a user.
And the Falcons are going to get this back to the
Dude, your middle linebackers are, yeah. I mean, your fucking defense scared you last week for sure. Let me go with those
People who
stats
pick
here.
the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense.
We got
at the helm
top
in his
performers,
second
top passer,
season,
Matthew
Charles,
Stafford,
it's
26
Desmond
and
Ritter.
45.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed
474,
interceptions in
5
the game.
touchdowns, 2
So that was
interceptions. Top
something that
rusher
was
was
hard to
Bijan,
follow all
17
week in
touches for
practice. Because if he's going to help this
147
team be a
yards,
winning one, he
Top
can't give the
receiver was
football
Cooper
away
Kupp,
like he did last
14
week.
receptions,
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Let's go to 2.
Gonna throw right side here, complete.
And we got top
And they'll get him down after a
top
pickup of
performer,
8,
Zach
2nd and
Moss.
2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Here's Ritter. Complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is his first full year starting. Really give the kid.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Yeah,
nice little juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Tight
from
end.
17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yep, Jason Pierre-Paul. Logan Ryan.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Well, we get a look now at the 2023 draft class for the Falcons. And let's push the first-round running back debate to the side for now, CD. And just agree on this. Bijan Robinson, very special prospect at the position and a massive addition to their offense.
Agreed. And it seems like he's already
Well, no,
embracing
I'm saying
being the
that's
face of the Falcons. We expect this offense to officially run through him, no pun intended. And it's great seeing them get some help with their next pick. Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse, whether they play him at tackle or at guard, I expect him to play early.
If he starts producing, you can put him in more. Got 23 seconds. 20. I mean, that's the only reason I don't fool with all that.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a
that's 3rd and 3. Because it, like, changes across the
Looking to
mode.
throw it here. Ritter. Oh, man, it's Patterson complete.
Oh.
Cordero Patterson.
Yeah, you're
His
right.
first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Yeah.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away from...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Packers. Luke Musgrave. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Yep. Oh, Hunter's got the Chargers this week. How do we think that's going to go?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Buccaneers and the Bears are in a fight in Tampa. 7-7. Maybe do a 4-7.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Who's Miller?
Ritter.
Working
the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early off first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh!
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB. And he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Texas.
Ritter to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Tough. Rookie with a sack
players
here.
Combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On second and a long way to go. Ritter sets up the screen to Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick.
Oh, that's a flag.
In the win last week as this one's away.
Bad awareness from fucking the Packers right there. Really screwed it, bud.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Oh, wow.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, it wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That's what Auburn's
throw into the hands of
Auburn's ever been.
He's finally taken down. It's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
They've had some good ones. Maybe those are the only two awesome ones they had.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, my God. First touchdown of his career. And it was a
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by Curry, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Yeah. Well, I think Heineke actually is the guy.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
You know, Mac Jones is that starter and the holder.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Damn, Justin Fields 1 for 1.
To throw now, here's Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they have one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's what's killing him in real life. He's hurt.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Musgrave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Yeah, they
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Love.
I like their music here. Really fucking them up.
They'll complete this one to Watson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes it goes so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Hey, man,
if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Stop him from getting in. That's the fucking launcher.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a mismatch that you force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
Oh, good job.
They take a lot of covering.
Oh!
there in the open field.
Injury. Oh, God.
He's just going to be short here.
Who's their
Barely.
back?
Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Jesse Bates come down there like a fucking missile. That was good right there. You got a tough ass.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ritter from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
What do you do right here? Hold it? Or do you have to
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's a screen for Robinson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
8 seconds.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going play action. Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yeah.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Julio on the scene with fucking...
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't really end up costing them, Charles. They'll at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this first half.
From Penn State?
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Is it Clifford? It is. Sean Clifford.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Incomplete.
Especially against this defense.
That kid right there, games here went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
They're raw, but they're fast, dude. They're fucking extremely fast.
2nd and 10, Clifford to the air. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Penn State got a Michigan State.
Here's Clifford. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Is he? Okay.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And a good first down there by Musgrave, who at pick 42 was the earliest Green Bay had drafted a tight end in over 20 years. With his rare size speed combo, he was more than worthy of the pick and being a focal point of this offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's
That wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll throw it again with Clifford.
Good job.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
For sure.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Man, Gary out here with 2.5 sacks on you.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Yeah, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
Baker, touchdown, interception, Godwin.
From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Raiders already 1-0, trying to make it 2 straight as they lead on the road. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I wish.
It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half.
God, take your ankles,
he wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run.
Tape
They'll
him up
give his
after
guys
that
the
one.
advantage here at the break.
Musgrave just absolutely fucking cooking your new guy, and Grant just could not catch him. I don't know what Grant was doing. It looked like he was fucking jogging.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Monster of a man.
Clifford out of the shotgun. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And Clifford to throw it. Musgrave's got it out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out to the sideline and make a catch.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
David come out. Shot out of a sheet.
Up the middle, Jones.
To him.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Clifford throwing on third down.
Oh, good job.
Going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range,
so
you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball.
But I'm glad
that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Robinson on a give right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I love it. I like the rotation.
Algier will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Good read there. I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often.
Right into the
mainly they want him out there to block.
Oh!
Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
What do you mean?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Clifford.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying, but you know, right here, right
in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Yeah. But you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You know what I'm saying?
Clifford to throw.
This
one swung out here to Jones. On a gain of 3 on the play.
Real quick.
I'm used to it being at the bottom. Torn labrum.
Oh, 4 weeks.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts. But give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Clifford will throw it here.
Musgrave's held up.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Yeah, As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. As you said, they picked it up.
Use your hands, boy.
And that will do
use your body
for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta.
They've been battling back.
And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
What's up, Huntro?
Looking to throw, Clifford.
Oh, no. He hurt Jordan Love.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
No, I'm just...
And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jones slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Jones again. And
good stop.
He's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Yeah, I like that.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 17-yard line.
It's mainly like a 60.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They definitely went.
So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Fucking Bijan broke.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Ritter now.
Oh, he's open. Good,
Short.
good fucking play. Oh, that's awkward. Sorry about that.
Hits. Room past the 35. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone from there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
We lowered the play
remember
call
the last
limit.
drive they
It
went
was
3 and
on
out.
offense, it was 8. We lowered it to 5. On defense, it was 4. We lowered it to 2. So that's probably where it's going to sit at. That's pretty good balance.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7.
That is true. That's true. Bijan is tired.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
He is 84. I mean, yeah, he's 84 overall. Oh, yeah.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
That's a horrible ball. Go get it. Oh my God.
Overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense.
That's up to you,
But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Fucking booted it, bud. That's a fucking clutch.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the cross.
Sean Clifford. Yeah, he hurt the leg. Sean Clifford.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are no
two
plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
B-Weeb, you're a bitch.
Points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league,
I'm going to tell you what it really is. Hey, B-Weeb, don't get... Hey.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Clifford.
Let's call that Miller Lite. Oh!
Oh, and that is
Let's call that
incomplete.
Miller-like
Trying to
coronavirus.
erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him.
He couldn't see. He works.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Clifford working from the gap.
Oh, dope. That's a big fucking play right there. By the kid you put in. He got a damn defensive end or a rush edge guy who's like 90-something speed-wise, and he put him in and made a big play right there on third down, and Packers were kicking the ball.
You decide to throw the football. You're dealing with some of the best
burn that
athletes on
fucking
the
clock.
planet. You
Get
talk
in
about
if you
guys, if
can.
they weren't playing football, they'd be
all
starting in the
we're doing
NBA
here.
at power forward.
Make them burn
It's
the
really a
clock.
difficult task.
Following the punt return here,
Put him up.
there's
Oh, he is
someone
hurt.
shaken up.
Tell
Now
him,
they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Atlanta offense
Man,
out
have
there
not-
for their next drive.
Okay, I
A
like
little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small.
They're
with
not
this
running
slim
man-to-man.
lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream
Could have.
scenario,
That safety
get
coming
enough
up, though,
first
kind of
downs
threw
and
me
make
off.
them eat up their
You know what I'm saying?
timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the
You got
football.
the chew clock on? Or? Just one here.
2nd and 9.
Need a first down big time here, bud. 20-19 in Atlanta.
Again, it's Robinson.
Ah!
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage
Better
of
than
the
what you
game
had.
as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big
On
bucks.
point.
Look at where they are in this
That's
situation,
rough.
partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense
Yeah.
and make sure you take care
You
of the
going
ball?
on field
put it
side
away?
here? I mean,
What
you're
kind
kinda
of
in the middle,
options do you
huh?
have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing
Yeah.
situation. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. I like the fucking,
Possibly a turning point. Big
screen
play
here.
coming. This is 3rd and long. Ritter sets up the
guys more
screen to
athletic.
Robinson.
Oh, he got it!
Midfield.
That's a massive play by
We're gonna get
Bijan.
another stop here with
Massive
1:54
play.
left as they call the timeout.
How do you like my week
Not
recap
totally home free
update
yet,
around
but it's
top
looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead,
Yeah,
it's
me.
Robinson.
Me.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe
did.
3. Now the
Yeah,
Packers
fuck
going to
yeah,
go
he
ahead and
was-
use the
we'll
second
put
of their
2 now.
timeouts. That'll leave
Put
them with
2
just
now.
1 remaining in this
That's what it
4th
is.
quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Oh, Bates been balling out this week,
Robinson
too.
hits right
Oh, they are
outside.
fucking bringing the house
And
on
the
the
Packers
floor.
going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
3rd and final.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what
Yeah.
to do next.
Yeah, we gotta win these.
The Packers bringing
like
in an
Trout.
extra member of the secondary
Potentially.
here to try for the 3rd down
Potentially
stop.
like trap here. Oh,
Handoff
it,
to
oh,
Robinson out of
it
the
was
shotgun.
beautiful, like the ocean,
He is
like the
gonna
Red
have
Sea,
the Falcons
or
first
whatever
down.
it is.
And it would appear that that's
Oh,
going
that
to be
was
the one
fucking
to do
nice.
it. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt
Hey,
this
don't be
thing away
Miami here.
Charles,
Don't
in the
be
4th
Miami
quarter.
here.
Yeah,
That's
how
all I
about
can
that? A
say.
new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got this down almost to the 20
Had himself a
before
game.
he's dropped. It's a
You
game
win
of
this game 'cause of
14 there,
Bijan.
and that should be enough to get him home free.
Got a dub in ATL, Hot Atlanta.
Down to a knee goes
Okay.
Ritter, and that
2-0.
should be enough to finish this one
Got
off.
Jane on next week.
Well, Brandon, they're
Detroit's
getting to
a tough
2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end
Should.
and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
I remember.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home
You
team
gotta hold it
finds a
down
way
on
to
mine,
get it
'cause that's
done.
how
A
I got it.
narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were
2019.
times
That's a
where each
fucking
side
tough.
looked like they were the better team out there.
We had
And the
17
outcome
points in
was
the
in
first
doubt for
half.
much of this game. Every snap
And they adjusted
seemingly more important than the
to really
previous
good.
one.
great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
Good job, you fuck.
So for the Falcons, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yeah, they started.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Like, no one had that take ever except Gabe. No one ever said he wasn't gonna be. The boy. You had a shit ton of tackles for loss last week. I think the player of the game, Bijan, but like that kid right there, he made a massive play. Yeah. Western Kentucky boy, the heel toppers. The heel toppers. Yep, and that's it from Atlanta. What a bitch.